25,187 on Nifty. Yes, trying to sustain the 25,150 and above levels. The Bank Nifty is in green at present. Good view at present in Bank Nifty. If we compare the benchmarks, the Bank Nifty is at least outperforming the Nifty. Talking about the broader markets, you also need to keep an eye on the broader markets and the sectoral approaches and the stock-specific moves. HDFC Bank, Bharti Airtel, L&T, HDFC Life, SBI Life. On the face of it, a few counters, major players, which are helping the market and the major contributors. On the flip side, if you see, it's Reliance, ICICI Bank, TCS, Infosys, Kotak Mahindra Bank. These are the stocks which are not playing around, the major draggers, the laggards in the category. The big boy Reliance is also showing signs of negativity at present, if you see. Bharti Airtel is another stock which you need to keep an eye on. Banks and financials, yes, will be in the focus radar because coming from here, after the IT majors and the IT counters, it's the banks and financials which will be posting its numbers. And if you remember the quarterly updates of the banks and financials, the credit growth scenarios as well as the deposit growth scenarios of the banks and financials, at least in the quarterly updates, were good. Keep an eye on the real estate counters, because that's another sector which is doing rounds and positive in trades today. It's the banks and financials, the real estate sector, the mid-select pocket, the PSU bank and the financial service in this order, which is performing in the markets. And on the flip side, we see the FMCG, energy, IT, pharma, auto and metal, which are not performing and showing signs of red signals at present. 25,150 and above on Nifty. 82,547 and above on Sensex. Bank Nifty at least showing some signals of positivity, and broader markets too showing signs of volatility at present, but you'll see a lot of stock specific approaches. 50-50 markets, Sneha, as we clearly see. We also need to keep an eye on the market breadth and the fear indicator.
Right, Mansi. So that's the first trades right now, but let's get a little stock specific. And first up, before we address the earnings reactions, let's see what HDFC Bank is doing, because the bank is going to be mulling bonus issue on the 19th of this month along with its quarter 1 earnings. So, well, yes, that's the reason why HDFC Bank is in focus. About a 1% uptick coming in on that stock. Let's now take a look at how these earnings stocks are doing. HDFC Life missed estimates. That's the way the quarter 1 has panned out for HDFC Life. So let's see if that stock is in fact on the flip side, the stock is doing pretty well. A 1.5% uptick coming in because management expects growth in the second half to outpace first half. ICICI Lombard too, mixed set of numbers coming in. The general insurance stocks are going to be in focus, like GIC RE. You have New India Assurance on the back of these IRDI approvals coming in. GIC RE doing pretty well for itself right now. Brigade, their flexible offices, the co-working space arm has expanded its capacity, so Brigade should also be doing well in today's trade. About 1% higher is where that stock is. Auto stocks are going to be in focus, especially the likes of M&M that have EVs in their fleet, on the back of government sources telling your channel that signing a rare earths agreement is the priority for the government right now, although M&M is slightly under pressure. Let's pull up some pharma stocks, Zydus Life as well as Biocon, because you have positive news flow coming in for both of them. For Zydus, it's the approval for their arthritis drug, and for Biocon, it's the expansion of the diabetes portfolio. So Biocon, one of the top gainers in the market right now, a 3.5% uptick coming in for Biocon. And PVR Inox, lastly, negative news coming in because the Karnataka government has fixed caps for movie tickets. PVR Inox under slight bit of pressure. Other than that, if you take a look at some gainers and losers today, on the losing side, pressure continues to build on Shriram Finance. Another almost 4% cut coming in on this stock. ICICI Pru about 3.5% lower. Fact, a stock that was doing very well yesterday, about 8% gains, is 2% lower today. And the pressure on JSW Steel and some of the other steel stocks also continues. On the flip side, it's Dixon Tech, Biocon, Bharti Hexacom, BEML, Metropolis, Paytm, surprisingly a 2% uptick coming in on Paytm as well. So all of these stocks are doing very well in trade right now. But Rajesh, help us make sense of the first trades that we've seen today, because the Nifty continues to be in the red and now close to the 25,150